when I listened to the end result of what I did, it sounded like an inner conversation, because I put like a howler and wow, low bending notes and sweet and I mean any emotion you can imagine. It sounds like an inner conversation, and it's like a question and answer between two guitars, from two different worlds, and it just kind of ended up like describing in a way with all these different emotions, my 50 years journey, and when I heard the result, I was absolutely blown away. And then on top of that, I had the idea of asking Gary Barden if he could do a little bit of a contribution by singing the first verse, because he has such a warm, manly feeling, vibrato. I mean, such a great voice for the first verse. And then Ronnie sang the second verse when he got to the higher level, and then I had another idea. Why don't we ask Graham Bonnet and Doogie White and Robin McCauley from the Michael Schenker Fest, to make a little contribution and just go, and I try, and they said, of course we do that, Michael, and so they did.
Nice.
I mean, in the end, this song was so complete. I mean, I was absolutely blessed.
Nice. Yeah, it's a great version of it. Definitely. Now, if you could tour this album, who would be in your band? Who would you want to be taking out as far as singer and bass player?
Yeah, well, actually, it's very simple, because it's Ronnie Romero. I asked him, if he was going to be the singer on the tour. He can sing like anybody.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why I know that, I mean, I know that for different reasons, because we were actually rehearsing for Japan, the biggest show ever we would have done, a 5-hour program, A and B set with Simon Phillips and Bodo Shop. It had to be cancelled. We prepared for that for a whole year. It was a smack in the face, when the virus blocked it all, and we had to cancel it. We couldn't even postpone it. We had to. We just had to cancel it. Man. It was such a big production. It would have sold out the Budokan. It was. I mean, and I heard Ronnie when he came to the rehearsal, singing Gary Barden songs and the Graham Bonnet songs and so on. And I realized why Richie Blackmore actually chose him as his singer, because Richie Blackmore has so many hits with Rainbow that he needed somebody who was able to sing all of his hits, like Ronnie James Dio and Graham Bonnet and Jolene Turner and so on, and Doogie, but whatever, and so I understood that was the reason why he picked him. And when we were rehearsing with Ronnie Romero and he was singing Gary Barden and Graham Bonnet, I understood. I realized, and for that reason, he is, I mean, a phenomenal singer, and he is a professional and a nice guy, and so and then of course I had the rest of the compact band, which was plan number 2. Bodo Schopf was already on board, fantastic drummer, who was with the Michael Schenker Fest, the Steve Mann Michael Schenker Fest, and But with Barry Sparks, I kind of was a bit, concerned because, I said to Barry, I'm sorry, we can't have you on this tour in Europe because we don't know what's going to happen in America, and I don't need any complications. Barry is such a fantastic bass player.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable, But Steve, Michael Voss is such a fantastic musician. He can do anything, and because he was, doing After the Rain, which is a phenomenal song, So I said to Barry, look, I do whatever I can, but for now, for this confirmed tour we have in Europe, and the UK, I cannot allow any more problems, and so please accept. But we get you to Japan, we get you maybe in the UK, in the States, when things calm down, and I will have Michael Voss play a guitar, because there's so much guitar on this record that I will find a place for Michael Voss to switch from bass to guitar, because he's a fantastic guitarist and he's a fantastic singer, and so we would have an additional, for a world tour if complications calm down. But for now, it is Michael Voss on bass, and then he's obviously going to perform After the Rain, which is a fantastic song. Oh, yeah. And we already did rehearse. I did actually experiment with Michael Voss a long time ago with Hermann Werbel and Francis Buchholz, with Hermann Werbel have Michael Voss play the bass, and we played together, and he's a fantastic bass player. So nice. I have a complete touring band together that makes sense on every level.
Ah, very cool. Very cool. Well, Michael, it's been an honor to have you on the show again.
Thank you so much, and keep on rocking!